Country people, on a well done. Oh. Today, we want to discuss about how we fit catch fish now and for tomorrow. Wetin oyibo dey call sustainable fishing. Now wetin be sustainable fishing? Sustainable fishing na the type of fishing wey dey make sure say we catch fish, continue to catch fish now and also in the future, so that we go continue to get enough fish to eat now and also for tomorrow. This one pass the one way we go just dey try to make sure say we get food fish to eat. It also means say we go try to protect the river where the fish dey live, and also make sure say even the people wey dey depend on the fishing go still get plenty fish to eat. So na wetin sustainable fishing mean. So we want to look at the things wey we fit do to continue to catch fish. Wetin be the plenty good things wey we suppose do wey fish go continue to dey for our river for us to chop. One of them na say we fit select the kind and size of fish wey we go catch. How we fit do like that? How e dey possible? This one mean say we go dey use nets and other fishing gears wey no go dey catch small fish dem, and we go also try to avoid to catch bycatch, wetin oyibo dey call bycatch, animals wey we no suppose catch and for our nets. And this one go make for us to achieve that, we go make sure say we use nets wey their holes dem, or wetin dem dey call mesh sizes, no dey too small, so that small fish dem fit pass. And then when we catch other animals, we fit also release them. One other thing wey we fit do na to put catch limits. This one mean say we go fit decide how much fish anybody fit catch, so that people no go catch all the fish dem, or carry too many fishes wey be say after some time the fish population go come dey reduced. The other thing wey we fit do, we fit put seasonal closures. This one mean say we fit decide say make people no dey catch fish for certain days or weeks of the year. For freshwater environment, some areas dem dey do fishing festivals, and before the fishing festivals dem dey close the pond, dem no dey allow people to catch fish, and e dey surprise when dem go, dem dey catch plenty fish. Na because dem dey allow dem dey close the pond so that the fish dem go come plenty back. So if we leave to catch fish some days, e fit help us in this regard too. Then one other thing na for us to make sure say we stop to use small nets wey no dey good. Make we stop to dey use some nets, and some of those nets na the trawl nets. The trawl nets wey the trawlers dey use, dem no suppose use them inside our river. Na for ocean, for the sea, na dem suppose dey use the net. Dem no suppose carry that net come inside the river side. So such nets, by law, the trawlers dem no suppose come inside our river dem to come catch fish. So dem suppose restrict trawlers from coming in. One other thing na to avoid things wey go spoil our river. And wetin we go do to avoid things wey go spoil our rivers? Make we no use things like dynamite or poisons or other harmful fishing methods wey go fit damage the river and the things wey dey inside the river. One other sustainable fishing practice wey we fit do na to practice catch and release. This one mean say when we go catch fish, make we dey release any other animal like sea turtles, dolphins wey dey enter our nets wey we no suppose catch. And for those wey be scientists, when we catch these things to study, we suppose release them back, especially when dem dey alive. So when we practice catch and release, the fish dem go remain, or those other things like the turtles, dolphins and whales dem wey we no suppose catch go still dey alive for our children to see, because their population don dey reduced. Then one other thing wey we suppose do na to make sure say we handle our food properly and store them properly. We go try to make sure say we handle, store and preserve our fish dem, so that dem no go waste. So if fish no waste, we go eat the one we will get before we go for another one. So that one will help to reduce pressure on the fish wey dey for river already. One other thing wey we fit do na to dey monitor and make sure say we dey do the right thing. This means say we go also try to monitor how the fish dem dey plenty for the river and make sure say people dey practice sustainable fishing practices. Then one other thing na to meet with the right people, wetin we call stakeholders involvement. This one mean say we suppose dey hold meeting with fishermen and women, scientists, government officials and others including law enforcement agencies to decide how we go fit manage our river wey be say fish go always dey plenty for us. Dat one go make sure say everybody go cooperate to make sure say we work together. But if we no carry some people along, e go hard for us to do dis things wey we dey talk. Then one other thing wey we fit do na to carry out ecosystem based management. This one mean say we suppose to also know how the different animals and plants wey dey our river dem dey interrelated so that we go fit manage the river well. For instance, the mangroves, the angala wey dey for our river, dem dey feed the fish dem wey dey for our river. Some of the crabs dem and periwinkles dem dey feed even the shrimps, and they feed on the leaves of the angala, and then the bigger fish they feed on the shrimps and other things, and birds too. So when we know that relationship, we'll see how we go protect each and every aspect where they for the river, so that the fish that way they feed on these things go still they survive. Because if you cut down the angala them, or if we remove some of those other things where they feed the fish that they feed on, it go affect us badly. Then we fit also establish marine protected areas. This one means say we fit establish areas where people no go they catch fish or collect other things from, in order to protect the some of the parts of the river where they're very important. Okay, so like where sea turtles and they lay eggs, we go try to protect such places so that the sea turtles can always come around too. Then we also protect essential habitats like the mangrove environment. Okay, so we fit protect those places where fish them they lay eggs, where they are picking them they grow, and where other important things they happen. The mangrove environment and the mud flats then are typical examples of that one we supposed to do. Then one other thing where we supposed to now to choose sustainably sourced food. We also fit need to select fish from places where they recognize it and they carry out sustainable fishing, so that we will encourage such ones and discourage people when they practice sustainable fishing. Then we fit eat fish where they their season. So for instance, now bonga and shinos season. We go to catch those ones where they eat them. We no go to go source for the ones who no be their season. That way, it will help those other ones to grow to maturity or to replenish. Then we also need to reduce seafood consumption. We fit also reduce the number of times where we dey eat fish. We fit depend on other things, other protein like the cow meat, chicken and other things, so that our pressure on the fish population will reduce, so that fish will continue to remain for us and for our children will go come for future. If we do these things, it will help us to make sure say fish will continue to dey plenty now and also in the future. Una, thank you very much for watching. My name is Dr. Gijo Harry. I be lecturer for Niger Delta University. Thank you.